you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And for Boston, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3. Now Joseph after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And Joseph kicks to Banchero. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hits it from three-point range. Taking a look at Boston. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive and advance, isn't it?
Amen.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brown with it. Defended now by Wagner. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
White the pass to Porzingis. Back to White. Tatum with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And it's White missing. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Joseph kicks to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around.
And guys, what you have to love about Wendell Carter Jr. is his thirst to learn. This guy is willing to add pieces to his game. He understands he's got to be a true modern big man, and he puts in the work.
Good from Carter.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
Carter hits them both. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Holiday against Joseph. Carter outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Outside Holiday. Brown with it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it falls over the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Joseph. Wagner as screen on Holiday. Pass to Banchero. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And it's in there.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
Joseph against Holiday. Caldwell Pope for three. Good on the triple. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here is Holiday. Nothing on the board. Here's Brown. Carter pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Porzingis against Wagner. Can't cash in from close range. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope on the wing and taken away by Brown. And Tatum out top the key. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Pass to Carter. Wagner outside. Banchero with the ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Now here's Porzingis. Good work defensively by Carter.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Caldwell Pope passes to Joseph. And here's Wagner. Back to Joseph. It's tipped. Holiday with it. Picked up by Joseph. All alone. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
We are talking about an elite two-way player. Do your thing, Jrue Holiday.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Carter outside. Back to Wagner. White looking around. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got his second bucket tonight. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
The Magic again can't hit. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The tray. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got his third bucket of the night.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Carter takes to Joseph, to the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Outside Tatum. And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if you want to contain him. See if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Now Joseph, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Banchero against Porzingis. face Banchero missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's White, and he makes good on the layup. White's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Wagner passes to Banchero. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Orlando. Houston's checked in. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Brown finds Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Outside, Joseph. There's the screen. Banchero outside. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
Paolo Banchero, a guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Black's checked in for the Magic. And it's tied up with that one.
Despite the fact that he's highly skilled, Paolo Banchero also plays with this relentless energy you love.
Here's Pritchard. Offline with his 3. Pass to Houston. Back to Black. Here's Houston. The Magic again can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum down low. Working on Black. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Banchero against Brown. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Banchero. Here's the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Boston's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Brown. A screen from Brown. To end the drought. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 17. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Banchero. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whoever he's facing.
Banchero against Tatum. Banchero dishes to Caldwell Pope. Carter kicks to Caldwell Pope. Over Holiday. Here's Carter. The shot. No good. Good work defensively by Horford.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Pritchard. Now Brown. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown, who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Banchero with the screen. Caldwell Pope outside. Brown against Carter. Caldwell Pope for 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Here's Brown. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Black in the post. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw, and the Magic making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Outside Holiday. He doesn't hit that one. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Black and Harris are the guard set. Wagner is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Houston in at the small forward position. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. He's defended by Wagner. Porzingis with a screen on Wagner. Pritchard hands it from downtown. Pritchard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Wagner. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That shows you the combination of size, strength from Franz Wagner. Like, seriously, well done right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Here's Pritchard. Horford the pass to White. Horford with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. Horford no luck. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. Hasn't made one yet. Wagner outside. Traps in the tray.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Don't let the frame fool you. Jonathan Isaac is lean, but he is unafraid of contact. I love that play.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Now here's Porzingis. No scoring in this one. Down low. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, we've seen the athleticism from Gary Harris before. This guy is so quick off his feet.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Outside, Porzingis. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
That's good from Wagner.
Boy, for his age, you think about how well-rounded a basketball player Franz Wagner is, and the guy wants to get better. He's a student of the game. The sky is the limit for this young man.
The Magic making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. Both free throws good from Wagner.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Launches a 3. Boston again missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And just
just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
The Magic have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That's good from Isaac.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Pritchard. He's got 9. Screen by Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. Can they get it? Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Banchero. Left side, Harris. Here's Black. Isaac outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Horford with it. Isaac picks him up. Horford the pass to Porzingis. White with it. From the line, and off the front iron, and in it goes. That's 12 points for Derek White.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Orlando.
Banchero is screened for Wagner. From outside, off the mark. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside, Horford. It's stolen by Banchero. And he drives in.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Caldwell Pope comes in for Franz Wagner. Brown outside. Five to shoot. Pass to White. For 3. Drills it from outside. White's got 15 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Black kicks to Banchero. And here's Caldwell Pope.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And here's White, 15 points in the game. outside. Horford. Back to White. Brown outside. Lets a floater go. Not going to go that time. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Boston with the rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Brown. Pick off in midair. Here's Black. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Celtics trail by 7. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Harris outside. And stolen by White. For the finish. And White with the stuff.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Banchero outside. No good on the triple.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Porzingis with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Brown outside. Sinks the triple. Brown's got it all tied up now for Boston.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Horford. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. Franz Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum, no good. Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Banchero against Brown. And it's Banchero missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Tatum finds Brown. Tries again. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Carter. Pass to Wagner. Carter outside. Wagner with a screen for Carter. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And it's Banchero missing.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Wagner against Brown. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Banchero a screen on Howard. Back to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. Boston has gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Brown outside. Shoots over Wagner. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Boston, no good that time either.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Inside, here's Banchero, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Orlando. Joseph, he's checked in for Black.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Brown the pass to Tatum. On to White. Pass to Holiday. Let's go. Pins the shot with nobody near him.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Orlando leading. Joseph with the ball. He has yet to score. A three-pointer is right on target.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
It's White on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. It's good.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Banchero outside. Wagner passes to Banchero. Carter outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
It's White on the wing. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Joseph. Now Caldwell Pope. Banchero inside. White covering. Carter for 3. They grab their own miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now here's Tatum, defended by Carter. White, wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight. Joseph, the pass to Carter. White against Caldwell Pope. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And he sinks the second. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Horford. Banchero against Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. .32 seconds left here in the second. Banchero against Howard. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Caldwell Pope dishes to Joseph. Pass to Banchero. Stolen by Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Magic up 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. And I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Greetings, one and all, the postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
Well, Orlando shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Brown with the dunk.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up to Orlando. A 2-point game. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. To the paint. And then Carter with the jam.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Joseph. Still without a basket. Banchero against Tatum. Banchero outside. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is good. Banchero's got 27.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Wagner. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's White. Major points for him. Tatum's shot is off. Orlando leading by 6. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now here's Porzingis. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Holiday finds Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Back to Wagner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Carter against White. Tatum on the wing. Great defense that time from Banchero. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see you.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Brown against Wagner, and he makes that one. Brown's got 13.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
And Carroll outside. And Joseph kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 3 for the tie. And it's White missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Joseph finds Caldwell Pope. Holiday against Joseph.
It is very difficult with his frame not to foul Paolo Banchero on the interior.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Now White, 22 points for him. Brown outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Now, here's Joseph. Still scoreless. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Careless screen on right. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope passes to Joseph. Over Holiday. Shot by Joseph. No good. Boston trailing. Holiday surveying the floor. The three from Tatum. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Buries the long-range jumper. Wagner's got 13.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Banchero. And he has 28 points for the game. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Deep two from Wagner. Rebound Boston.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Tatum's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Brown inside the line, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's 18 points for Jaylen Brown.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And here's Wagner. He's got 13. Fires the three. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Challenging this D with the three ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half too.
Porzingis passes to Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Orlando making some changes. Houston's checked in, and Black's subbed in for Joseph. Here's Black. Banchero outside. Back to Black. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero screen on White. Shot clock at 6. Really left alone that time. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just a smooth customer off that pick and roll. KCP making a quick assessment and decides to take it for himself.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. to Porzingis. It's stolen by Carter. Here's Black, guarded by Holiday. Black dishes to Carter. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
In the corner, Tatum with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Black. Pass to Houston. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for Derek White. The Celtics have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Brown, right side. And the shot no good, a bit short. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Black kicks to Carter. It's tipped. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Black kicks to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Brown with the drive. Houston with the rebound. Magic leading by 5. Banchero dishes to Black. Back to Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Houston. On the arc. Boston grabs the miss. Here's the break. Tatum passes to Holiday. Tatum a screen. And Holiday, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Drew Holiday coming right at you, folks. Good luck, defender.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw, no good.
It's no coincidence, guys, that wherever Drew Holiday has gone, the team gets better, and it's about the way he leads by example.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He hits the second from the line. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Here's Black. Pass to Wagner. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday, the pass to Pritchard. Porzingis with the ball. Left side, Horford. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Wagner outside. Pass to Anthony. Over Holiday. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Wagner. And the Magic lead by 4.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Celtics have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. 3-point lead. Knocked loose. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Orlando leading by 3. Isaac a screen on Horford. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
Franz Wagner's such a good player when keeping defenders off balance. Really makes the defense guess.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Wagner.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Celtics trail by 4 to the inside. Here's Hauser. Second shot opportunity. Black grabs the board. Anthony on the wing, guarded by Holiday. 9 feet out, and that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go. 1 second left. That shot no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And so in the game for the Magic, Franz Wagner is out there with Isaac. Then there's Cole Anthony. Then there's Black. And it's Houston in at small forward. White, good.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
Now here's Anthony. No good, shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. White, bounce pass. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum against Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Outside Anthony. Wagner finds Anthony. White with the defensive effort. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Into the lane.
Just a little quick burst by Derek White. Too quick off the drive.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
And both free throws good for White.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Black. Isaac a screen. Looking to end the run. Count! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Horford.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. White a screen. Takes a three. And he's good on the three ball. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Count it.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's White. Lets the three fly. And again, Boston with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Good work defensively by Horford. Boston leading by 3. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Houston. Deflects the pass. Isaac outside. Just 4 to shoot. Wagner passes to Isaac. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Boston. They're on a 17-5 run here. To the right side. Tatum down low. Anthony on him. Wagner outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Black. Outside Anthony. The 3.
I absolutely love the aggression from 3 by Cole Anthony because I know this. With those shot mechanics, he's going to get more and more efficient.
Tatum passes to Horford. Puts the move on. And it's sent back by Isaac. White against Anthony. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to White. Here's Hauser. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 3. Anthony, the pass to Houston. Now Wagner. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Here's Black. Shoots over White. Black, no good. Here's Pritchard. Hit by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Out to White. Three-pointer. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Houston. From down low. Now Anthony over White. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Anthony.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a professional scorer, folks. The mid-range jumper is on time and on target there.
Tatum against Wagner. Horford with it. Pass to White. Tatum with a screen on Anthony. And White kicks to Tatum. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same. And largely a no-show right here.
Wagner passes to Houston. Here's Anthony. Over White. Anthony's shot is off. For Boston, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. White the pass to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Puts up a 3. Tatum from 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
White against Anthony. They set the pick. Anthony missing again. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Here's Pritchard, covered by Anthony. Outside, White. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Houston passes to Wagner. Anthony no one around. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Anthony's got 11 in the second half. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to White. Now here's Tatum. And the Celtics another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from one ring?
Pass to Wagner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When you play the forward position as Wagner does, you've got to be willing to continue to play through contact. Regardless of if there's a foul, play through it.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Holiday, a screen on Wagner. Brown wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic trail by 3. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Looking for Carter, he gets it there. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And nice shot by Brown.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Joseph following Jaylen Brown's 3. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wagner against Brown. To the paint.
What great defensive effort there from Porzingis to get an arm out to contest that shot.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
White against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic again can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
From 12 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for Boston. Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's the Magic with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Here's Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
2 on the clock. Joseph, that's good.
And this is a shot Corey Joseph didn't have in his arsenal early on, but a ton of work put in, and now he's effective from deep.
Up top, Brown. He's defended by Wagner. Tatum with the screen on Wagner. Brown. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Joseph kicks to Banchero. He takes it in. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with a 3. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
You love that a guy so young like Paolo Banchero is ready in the big moment to step up and deliver.
Brown inside. He's defended by Wagner. Porzingis passes to White. A 3 ball. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by White. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Jumps up, and White with the stuff.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The inbound pass. Count! And now they trail by just 4.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow!
And he commits the intentional foul. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
And so it's Boston with it. They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. The 11-footer up again. A rebound by the Celtics. And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
You know, Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. You know, we were too tense. We weren't having any fun. You know, we started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Derek White.